No, I'm legit serious. Like, who approved this? What in the world? I am so excited for the Red Rising series. This series has gotten such good acclaim, such good recommendations by so many people. I am so ready to read Red Rising. But these dust jackets are driving me crazy. Who approved this? Who approved this? Who approved this monstrosity? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, let's... So basically, this is what's happened. I've bought the 6 books of the eventual 7-book series. There's one more to be released, which is Red God, which I believe is coming out in like late 2026, but we shall see. Now, when it comes to the series, the Red Rising series originally started off as a trilogy with these first 3 books, and then it has expanded. But let's go ahead and look into my issues with these dust jackets and why this is just not working for me. I will also be sharing my new Nerdy Ink Dust Jack covers and why I chose these new covers from the available selection out in the world. First things first, these 3 fit decently well together as the original Red Rising trilogy. However, why, oh why, do we have this red triangle down here, and we have this beautiful yellow feather here, and then we have nothing? Nothing. At best, you could say we have this tiny little tip of the scythe thing, but genuinely like, okay, that's my first issue. Secondly, I don't know if you can tell, but Red Rising and Golden Sun both have the same font size, but Morningstar's font size is slightly smaller. Not the end of the world. This would be totally fine, especially if there was something down here to work with. But then we get into the second series for Red Rising. Okay, first off, not only do these not make any sense with the original trilogy because then we go white, gold, and then back to black, which doesn't make sense. I do appreciate that we have these little designs for each book at the bottom. That's not what happened for the Red Rising series, so... But okay, that's fine. But let's get into these lettering. Again, Iron Gold and Dark Age both have the same font size styling situation. But then we have Lightbringer, and for unknown reasons, we decided to make it like this. Why? Why? Lightbringer literally has 1 letter more than Morningstar, so why couldn't we just have it all in one go? Not to be too much of a ridiculous stickler, but I have to say, these genuinely drive me crazy. And when I looked at them on my shelf, I just couldn't bear looking at them. And this series has such good recommendations that the fact that I could barely stand looking at the books is less than ideal. I'm like over here like, what is Red God going to be? Is it just going to be like another random bright red book, or is it going to be something else? Who knows? Also, the covers themselves. We've got a wing. Okay. A feather crown circle thing on fire. All right, not bad. A scythe. Okay. Another feather on fire. Okay. A snake. All right. And then a horse with wings / little fire. What the frick is this? I'm sorry. I don't know what these books are about. But genuinely, these dust jackets drive me crazy. So I knew I had to make a choice. I knew I was going to have to make a decision. So I decided that I was going to look up different dust jackets for this series. And I had 3 primary choices that I wanted to go with. I either wanted to go with this person on Etsy, this Nerdy Ink covers, or the Juniper Books covers. And they all have interesting, cool things and reasons why they may or may not be what's going to work for you. But I ultimately ended up deciding to go with Nerdy Ink. And here's why. For starters, I looked at Juniper book covers because I actually already own Juniper book covers because I do own the entire Wheel of Time series with the Juniper book covers. These covers are gorgeous. They are very nice and thick, and they've got great texture. This is excellent quality, and I think it's fabulous. I will say these covers are completely white on the inside, so the specialness of them doesn't extend beyond the gorgeousness of the outside cover. I do think it's beautiful. I just sometimes look at the pricing for the Juniper book covers and I'm like, oh dear goodness gracious, you are expensive. And when it came to the Red Rising series, these dust jackets are just honestly way too expensive, especially since Red God is not out yet. I'm still gonna need to buy that book and then also buy the cover for that book as well. I was like, Juniper Books is beautiful, and I do love this aesthetic with the trilogy and then the 4-book series, and they mesh well together, and they're beautiful overall, but no, I can't deal with this price. I then went to Etsy, and this creator has made beautiful dust jackets. They responded immediately when I asked about the Red God book and when they were going to get out that cover, and they said it would be after the book is published, after they read it, and then they designed the cover for it. They are so sweet. The pricing that they had, I think, was far more reasonable as a dust jacket collection purchase, and I think this is beautiful art. So I will give a shout out for this person. I don't know them personally, and I didn't actually end up buying from them, but I do think that they had a really good selection. And then I ended up deciding to go with Nerdy Ink. So I went from these covers to this lovely gorgeousness. I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful. And I have to say, I'm very satisfied with this purchase, mainly because I really do like the darker aesthetic personally. Again, I have not read these books, but based on the original covers, having a lot of darker look to them, I kind of really did want to gravitate towards a darker dust jacket. And then also I just, I love it. It's so beautiful. And this is not an ad, but Nerdy Ink does have a 50% off sale through Christmas. And so I actually got all 6 of these dust jackets for $17, and then I had to pay like $4 in shipping. So $22 for beautiful, gorgeous dust jackets. Genuinely, I think this was such a great purchase. This looks so much better on my shelf. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. And that price works for me, so I can have these better dust jackets while I wait for the last book in the series to come out. So this is what the Nerdy Ink dust jackets look like. We've got Red Rising. It's beautiful. The inside of all these dust jackets also has not just a plain white that I saw with the Wheel of Time collection through Juniper Books, but actually additional, just art symbols on the inside. I believe they're all the symbols from the original like covers of the original dust jackets, but like I love that added detail. We also have this like little fun connection here, live for more. Just beautiful. Really, really like this. The quality is a little less, I don't even know if I would say it's that much less compared to Juniper Books. I do think Juniper Books has a thickness to it, maybe just a little bit better than Nerdy Ink, but honestly, these are extremely good quality for being much cheaper, much more reasonably priced. I think this was an excellent purchase decision on my part. I love how cohesive all the books are with having like a single character on the front that I don't know who this character is in each of these or whatever it relates to, but they match so well with each other. The same thing goes with the back where again, we have, I don't know who, a character who's presented, and I just think, this is such beautiful continuity that stays the same between all of the books. I genuinely really like this attention to detail. I think it is beautiful. Again, the price was just phenomenal. On top of that, look at these spines. Like we have the words going in one row all the way down. And yes, Lightbringer fits all the way down, just like Morning Star does. Oh, just absolutely gorgeous. We've got the symbols on the bottom of each of these. This is quality dust jackets. This is having a series having continuity in their dust jackets. This is what I like to look for. This makes me want to read the series so badly. Like, goodness gracious. So this is really me just showing off my new dust jackets. I'm so pleased with this purchase. This is definitely one of my Christmas gifts to myself because this was worth it. Another thing to keep in mind about these dust jackets is that if you choose to buy them, they will come in the mail in a rolled up version that is a little bit weird and it might stress you out. You might not be 100% certain that you'll be able to get them on your book correctly and accurately, and I totally understand that. It wasn't my favorite thing to receive it in a rolled up fashion either. However, Nerdy Ink does have a video in which they directly explain to you how to wrap your book so that it turns out beautifully and everything comes out fitting exactly as it should. It's totally doable. Just follow those instructions and you will be a-okay fine. It's not the greatest thing that they come rolled up, but it's really easy to reverse the roll by just flattening them out for a little bit and then putting them onto your book using the instruction video that they give. So don't be worried if that's how they come in the mail. It is totally workable. And again, I am not being paid by Nerdy Ink, but if you're interested in these dust jackets in looking at Nerdy Ink, they do have a 50% off sale. A lot of their dust jackets are out of stock, but last I checked before making this video, the Red Rising series still is in stock. So if you want it for that 50% off deal, now's the time to go and get it. In my most humble opinion. Anyways, I love these. They're just so beautiful, and this just makes me so much happier seeing these on my shelf. So this is just me sharing one of my happy book-related purchases. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Buy the book-related things that make you happy and joyful and look at your bookshelf and think, oh yes, I love this. Anyways, I will see you next time. Keep reading what you love and keep enjoying making your books beautiful.